Alrighty, everybody, let's get to our last video. So these are some of the trades that I'm looking into this week. Tesla, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Tesla pissed me off. I was so mad at Tesla, and it was my own fault anyway. I was in a call, and of course, I closed too freaking early because of this candle. I was so concerned for a major pullback for a reversal because we had such a major rejection. This candle terrified me, and I thought it was going to go the complete opposite way and like start selling off. But no, the next day we just zoomed up to the freaking moon. So if you remember last week, my gap here was like this. So it is now like that. So once we close this gap, I will be looking for a rejection. Now my rejection still stays the same for what I already have here on these levels. So I would love for this gap to close and for us to come down here at 350. Even I'll even take 336 and then 325. I haven't seen that there's a possibility that it might come down to 300, but I don't know. We'll see. You know, Tesla does what Tesla wants to do, right? So I'm still looking at Tesla, and I'm looking at Tesla for a put. I'm looking at it for a short. Apple was pissing me off too. So anyway, Apple did take out my TP at 317, right? So boom, I'm happy about that. I actually closed it in profit. It wasn't the profit that I liked, but profit is profit. Shut up and just be happy, right? So yeah, so here we go. So we are looking, I'm hoping that with this structure here that we open more green to come back up to close, continue to close this gap. If we are green ending on Monday, I think I will probably go back into a call for this for a 2 week to a month play just to give myself time for this to actually close this gap at 33.31. 331. In even still, we do have another gap above it as well. So I wouldn't be too mad for these both gaps to be filled. Um, So yeah, and I like to put this alert now to entering the triangle because I have so many yes, enter. Option is looking good. Um Looking good. Here we go. Cuz like I said, I would like to enter in once I see like a if this is making that higher low, I would like to see this candle, this next ending candle on Monday be green. If it's green, then I'm going to want to enter in for another buy to go up. And like I said, I'll hold it for 2 weeks to a month. Next one I'm looking at is Oracle. Same thing. Oracle did do a pullback. It did take out this low here, but it did kind of go back up. So I'm interested to see what we do at this level of 154, right? I have my levels already planned out. They are what they are. I haven't needed to change anything because that's where we're doing. Because, you know, we don't need this anymore. Um, the stock doesn't really move too much for us to really need to change it. So if we come pull back to this area, if we do not make any more higher highs, I would be looking for a put down to back down to 139, 135, and 128. That's what I would be looking at. If we're continuation up, I'm looking for a call at 154, 158, and 168. I'm 65. Again, 2 weeks to a month at least, high volume and decent delta if you can afford it. Um, Even if you can't, just put it on a demo count just to see how things move. But those would be my interests, right? Because we had a nice little V recovery. As you can see, my trend lines are actually giving you that V shape area, right? So that is what I would be looking for in Oracle. So we did Apple, Oracle, Tesla. Netflix. So Netflix has been, I've been playing around with Netflix. It did take out all my original TPs, one, two, three. I added two more. It tapped the third one, the fourth one. I'm looking for it to tap this area of 83. I might even put myself in for a small call on this one because I do see if we bounce off of this, I would love for it to take out this 83 with the call of being 80 and take that out. That would be beautiful. It would actually be a really nice one. Broadcom is one of my favorites. I haven't charted this out in a really long time, but I really do love this company. I remember making a nice little money off of this, and I was like down to zero. Then the stock split, and it gave me 10 shares of that call, and then I made money off of it. It was like in the final hour. But I still think Broadcom is an excellent company to be interested in. So uh, right now, price was most recently at a nice support area. Um, so let's undot this, make this a little bit stronger. Um, I don't know what we're doing here. Just looking at this structure is like all over the place. We still have this gap to fill up here. We still have money sitting down here. We're right below this trend line here. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on here. So I think I'm gonna wait a little bit, but I'm putting my eyes back on Broadcom to see what's going on. Sorry, I'm looking for a tissue because I am sinus season for me. Let's see. Anything else I'm looking at? Nvidia. Nvidia is you know, long term for Nvidia to the moon. Right now, short term, we gotta be just playing it as it's doing. We did like a J hook, I see. A downward, we're actually closing this gap that I already had plotted out here at 216 to 213, right? So since we already plotted this out to come here, closing up this gap. So let's finish closing the gap. And then let's come to this area right here at 209 and bounce off, right? That's not too unreasonable. Or even if we come all the way down here to 198. I don't like it, but not too bad. It's still within this support area. It still creates a higher high here. But if anything, we have like a fair value gap here that we can be looking at for it to come into this range right here of 201 to 206, right? So even if we come down here, fiddle around and then bounce back up, that would be good for the long term. It would be. Not really. I feel like it's too late to get into the put. Um, but I could get into a put if I did see continuation to try to go to this fair value gap here that I see and then try to get money, take up this area and then go back up to the high of 236. Now that, if I'm doing an option, I would do that for a year leap. I wouldn't even try to do that anytime soon. Um, Earnings are coming up too. Oh, well, if earnings are coming up, mm, I might look into a long. Yeah. What's this news? NVIDIA has been in everybody's company. You understand me? It has been in everybody's company. So if earnings is coming up, I think I might take a call. The earnings is the 26th on Wednesday. Let's keep an eye on that. All right, so that's what I had that I would be looking at for right now, per se. I don't think I have anything else on the docket. Eli Lilly is a monster. You hear me? If you ever get a nice summer cash, get yourself a nice leap on Eli Lilly and just ride that bad boy up. I know this makes bank. Oh my gosh. Just bank. Visa is at this area, so I feel like come on Visa, let's go. Another one that I would be interested in doing like another year or two leap in. As you already know, in our community for the Discord, we already have our little leap thing going on. This I would definitely love to do like a 2-year contract on my own and then just ride this up because Visa to me is just like it just goes up. Why would Visa go down? Why? Everyone uses a card. They do most of the transaction for everything. That's what I would be doing. That's what I would be looking at. Visa and Eli. If I had the cash to do those leaps, I would be in those leaps, like in there, like freaking swimwear, like for real. So for real, I feel like I could pay like the boys' summer camp and all the food for the year with those leaps. I'm just saying, I'm not saying, I'm just saying. But anyway, that's it. That's all I'm looking for this week. I know it was a lot of like Mag 7 or whatever. Nothing really popping up on my radar for me to say anything else. If anything does happen, I might just do an impromptu video and go from there. All right, you guys, have a great one. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.